What's up, everybody? JP here with the Leprechaun Fantasy Workshop. Here to do an unboxing today of Mordenkaisen's, Icons of the Realm, Volos and Mordenkainen's foes. I've never opened one of these, I believe, of the bricks. So it's been a crazy week. I'm in a wedding this week. So I've been in the workshop a lot, doing a lot of things. I've reorganized my studio that I'm in right now. Completely. I know you guys don't really notice any changes, but the other side of the room over there, completely redone. We are doing a lot of interesting changes for the channel that I'm hoping to have done. I want to be able to start live streaming our D&D sessions that I have with my group. So that is one of the big changes I've been going through. And then also my wood shop that I operate out of on my personal time. I want to be able to do more because I want you guys to be able to see the table build that we hope to do. So I'm just wrapping up a big project, all the weddings I'm ever in. I personally make a gift for the couple, which being a woodworker takes several days. And so a lot of my time has been operating in that. So we will get to the galleon to finish. I will say that. I do also want to announce the channel we will be doing. I'm trying to grow the channel. And by growing, and we need followers, we need subscribers, we need, to grow. So I'm announcing we're gonna do some giveaways. So next month, September, we're gonna start doing giveaways. So on my laser engraver that I have, again, I do woodworking, that kind of stuff. We have dice trays. So we're gonna be doing giveaways of those. We'll do, giveaways of the cards. So this is Volo's Guide to Monsters. Not something that I bought and then opened. This is all still wrapped up. You can see how shiny it is. So what we'll do is every follow that you guys, do. So if you follow the channel on Twitch, that puts you in. If you follow the channel on Instagram, I want to make sure the rules are consistent. Twitch, YouTube, or our Facebook group. For the Facebook group, it's more or less the involvement. If you start sharing stuff, getting people to follow, that will definitely get you, entered in the contest. And then, like I said, a follow or subscribe in our YouTube channel, Twitch accounts. Will also, if you do all three entries in the drawing at the end of the month. So that's currently where we're at with that. So, like I said, doing some giveaways, and we might do some bigger giveaways. I have the printing rights to a number of models, and so maybe we'll do something like that. So we're gonna get into it. Like I said, I want to do an unboxing, and I do, again, like I mentioned, I did a big reorganization of the studio. The whole purpose of that was to be able to live stream D&D with my group. I'm still working on that. There might be technical issues, as you guys, if you follow me, have seen. I have issues every now and then because I work in logistics. I'm not a major computer IT genius, so I'm learning as I go. So we are trying to put together something. My game is digital at the moment, so one of the games I have. And so we're trying to figure out a way to share it in the best way that we possibly can, so that you guys can be involved, that kind of stuff, and get to watch that. So that'll be another thing. That'll be on Sundays, every other Sunday. And we start around 5 o'clock, and we do run for usually 4 to 5 hours. So it's a bit of a longer game, but all fun, all the same. So we're getting the unboxing. Let me switch over the cameras so you guys can get a view, and we will start unboxing this because I'm looking forward to it. It's the first D&D thing I've gotten to do all week. So, and like I said, we will get to the galleon. We will be doing the sails and all the rigging. Like I said, I've reorganized my wood shop and my studio while I'm making a wedding gift, and I'm the best man in the wedding, so I have been very busy. We had the bachelor party last night, and we went to a bowling alley, and I'm not a bowler in any way, shape, or form, but I played 10 games and my arm is just gone right now. So, yeah. But yeah, should be fun. We're gonna get into it. Let me switch over the cameras, move these things around. You want to see my stupid face anymore? You'll be able to see what we're unboxing, and then we'll put, like as always for my unboxing videos, you'll be able to see everything on the carousel up close. So we'll get into it. Alright guys, so here we are. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a glare on the light there. So Icons of the Realm, Volo, and Mordenkainen's Foes. This is one of those smaller boxes, so I don't expect to get anything, larger than a large. But pretty unique and interesting models. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would be a thrill to anybody. I want a bunch of turtles. I love turtles. Turtles. I only have, I think, 3 or 4 turtles in my whole collection. So I'd love to have a bunch more of those. I wish WizKids would make a lot more models of them. So, yeah. I really don't know anything about this set, but we're just going to get into it. And welcome whoever just popped in to view. It is, like I said, we're a lot of fun stuff going on. We're doing some unboxings. So, I don't know what this guy is. Lucrata? Kind of interesting, I'm not gonna lie. It's got hooved feet, but it's almost like a predator, like part dog, part lion, I have no idea how to describe it. I'll have to look that up. I try to buy bricks of things that I don't have a lot of. So I get introduced to a lot different. Here's a measle. That's a pretty awesome figure. It's almost like a dark evil goblin. I mean, goblins are already evil, but you know what I mean. And then if you guys didn't get to see this cat, pretty cool. And I don't know which ones are rare and like that. I already know what this one is. This is definitely a gnoll of some type. Yep, just a straight gnoll. Love gnolls. You can never have too many. This one's got really cool, like a chainmail armor with plate in it. But very cool. I do not have that sculpt. Can't go wrong with that. And since I'm on the topic about, unboxings and that kind of stuff, if you are looking to collect miniatures, this is what I recommend is doing a brick. A brick is 8 booster boxes. A booster box, one of these has 4 in it. So this is a Shadow Mastiff. Pretty cool. I do actually have 2 of these sculpts. They have, if you are into the painting as well, which I very much am, you can get the Mastiff, and then, so it comes with 2 Mastiffs and 2 Shadow Mastiffs for you to paint. Which is pretty cool. So we'll put these on the rotator, and let's see what we got next. So for this, I really don't have any, like, oh, I want to have, I'm like, this is what I bought the set to try and grab. This is all that's added in my collection, but I can tell you right now, what I just pulled is definitely something I don't have, and I'm very happy we just pulled it. So this is a Venom Troll. It's, yeah. And no, that's not like a pregnant belly or something like that. If I remember correctly, when you stab it or when it inflicts, it can explode. Still being alive, and douse its attackers and venom. Like acid damage, that kind of stuff. Pretty cool. I'm very glad I pulled that. This is kind of cool. This individual is a shadow dancer. So they have like chains on their wrists, on their cuffs, like kind of thing. It's pretty cool. And I do not know the background to either one of these quests, by the way. I have not played. I do have Volo's Guide to Monsters, that kind of thing, but I haven't used any of these monsters we pulled so far in a. This is a Bodak. I do not know what. I love that sculpt though. It's kind of like a Brendan Fraser, the Mummy kind of mouth there. Oh, this is cool, whatever it is. And a leap. It's pretty awesome. It's like almost like a shadow demon or a smoke monster, that kind of thing. A lot of purposes you can use. I don't know what a leap is, but I feel like I can use it for a lot of purposes. It's got like a... You can see like it's dead white eyes as it stares at you, kind of thing. Alright. 2 boxes down, 6 to go. Put these on the turntable as well. So I'm gonna start doing 2 boxes at once. That way the turntable will hold about 2 boxes. So that way I'm sliding out of the picture every now and then, only once instead of twice each time. I don't know what this is, but it's creepy, terrifying, horrible. A bone claw. Oh, that's on the box, isn't it? Yeah. You go bone claw. So we've already pulled the Bodak and the bone claw on this thing. Pretty sweet. But yeah, that's what nightmares are made of right there. That's an awesome pull. I already know this sculpt because I painted it on my own, but I'm glad I got it because I believe this is a rare. So this is like an Illithid. It's a named Illithid, Alhoon. And then it's got this little tab that slides in with these like tentacle like things. I don't know why they just didn't have that in there. That's like solid in there now. I could never get that out. That's an awesome painting job on that. I think this is a rare too. This is an awesome miniature. So like I said, if you like this miniature, but you don't want to try and buy a brick or aftermarket, it'd probably be $10-15 at least, because rares are always hard to get a hold of. WizKids does have in the Nozolers unpainted line, they do have this sculpt, because I already have this that I painted. I do not know what this is. A Melock. It's kind of like, it makes me think of like crab people from South Park. And then, it's, Spring Eldrin. I really like this sculpt. There's, I could use that for a lot of, that could be a druid, that could be a, like kind of a Feywild creature, that could be, so many practical uses. A lot of, looks like it's almost like a made of leaves kind of thing. And again, I don't know if that's a named character or something like that, but that's a really cool sculpt. Try and broaden your horizons. Everybody always goes, I need bugbears, I need gnolls, I need, goblins, kobolds. I like to, get monsters that the players are going to have no idea what they are. Alright, so we're going to open another box here. Some sort of big rat-like thing. Our big guy. Come on out of there. A Bargist. It's like a cat-rat kind of thing. Again, very cool model. Don't have one of these in the collection. Gonna find a way to use it now. Orc Claw of the Luthric. That's pretty sweet. So I'm guessing some sort of orc. But I mean, this could be like a, you know, orc chieftain. This could be the orc, like the magic user, or like a deity of them, or something like that. You know, one of your bigger boss characters in an orc. You know, step it up. You don't have to just hit everybody with, you know, here's a wave of orcs. You know, here's 2 regular orcs, and then this. They're the guards of this. You know, kind of like if you watch the Hobbit movie, which meh. But if you watched it, Azog the Defiler, kind of a big deal. This dude's kind of cool. It's got like 4 arms. Chitchin. It's got like 4 arms, 2 daggers, and looks like 6 eyes. It's like a spider thing. And this is Murazine. That's just creepy. It's a creepy face. Here, let's see if we can get the face in there for you guys to see. That's just, yeah. He's got this big old smile Joker grin. If the Joker's skin was bleached, even more. Creepy. I mean, isn't that what monsters are supposed to be? Alright. Hi, Stephanie. Alright, we're going to switch these guys out here. Alrighty. So let's see what our boxes have. Alright, this is cool. I do not have one of these, and I do actually, I almost bought one of them from Miniature Mart a couple days ago. And I was just like, nah, I can 3D print one or something like that. So it's a trapper. It looks like a dungeon tile. But like a carpet of smothering, it is, you know, closes on your, you know, your players. So here's another. This looks like to be a duplicate, our first duplicate of the Gnoll. Actually, that's a different pose. It's a Gnoll, but it's a Gnoll pack leader. Very cool. So it's got this big halberd like axe and a headdress. That's awesome. I don't have a pack leader, but anyways, so. You know, you have it, and it's your miniature would go inside, and it would close on them. Now, what I would do to use this is I would just have a regular dungeon tile, and then mark in my, you know, on my side of the screen, which one of the ones is a trap, and then when they step on it, boom. But it's not really a trap; it's a creature. So that's a good way to play it too. If your players are, you know, I'm looking for traps. Well, that's not really a trap. That's a living creature. That's almost like you know, like a mimic. This kind of looks like a it says Darrow, but it kind of reminds me of like the Duragard from the Underdark. Really cool sculpt. And then the Gnoll pack leader is just. He's got a little bit of a bent axe syndrome going on there. That's easy enough to fix. You just get some, like a cup of hot water. You don't have to boil it or like that. But, you know, rather warm water. Dip it in there for a couple seconds. Straighten it out. And then plunge it in ice cold water. Put some, you know, ice in there or something like that. And make sure it's in this right position. It'll harden right up where you want it. Easy solution. If you're under 18, I suggest you ask your parents for help on that, depending on how young you are. You can be trusted with hot water. I don't know. I don't have kids. I used to play with a wood burner when I was like 6. So, this is kind of cool. It's probably a murderous fuzzball. I don't know. He's got a whip. Korid. So he's like, it's like the evil cat furball or something like that. He's got a whip going around him. Again, cool miniature. All right, box number. This is box number 6 for us. This is cool. It's a big metal thing, whatever it is. Oh, that's cool. A Marut. That's just really cool. This giant suit of armor. It kind of reminds me of something that Legends of Zelda, like one of those, you know, giant suits of armor you had to fight. That's really cool. Again, all these miniatures. I don't have a single one of these. Like, I must have never gotten one of these bricks before. So there's another duplicate. Our Orc of Claw of Lurthric, or whatever it is. Again, pretty cool. I'll give you a better look at this guy. He's even got like a glass eye. Which is pretty, like, really great sculpt. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, that's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Skull Kid, again, going back to Zelda stuff. So this is a Woodwald. I do not have one of these. Again, nothing here. I have do I have any of them until I got this brick. So again, if you're trying to broaden your horizons, expand your collection, I suggest hitting up the bricks. Autumn Eldrin. So we already had the Eldrin forest one. This is and this is autumn. It looks like it'd be fire themed. I wonder if there's a water, you know, kind of like the Captain Planeteers without heart. You know, winter, fire, water, or not water. Winter, fire, spring, summer, that kind of thing. Very, very cool. All right, I'll put those on the turntable. We have remaining just 2 more boxes. Unboxings make me sad sometimes because you just go through them so fast, but it's also really, you know, just fun. So we'll put these on the turntable and see what else we got. Alrighty. Now on to the last 2. Pretty interesting. I'm hoping to get, if there's a set with the autumn and spring kind of thing, I'm hoping to get the other 2. I like to complete collections. I can use that kind of stuff in storytelling. You know, like, again, kind of like Zelda. You know, you got to go to the 4 temples, that kind of stuff. That's a cool, an orc bolt launcher. Paint jobs, not so desirable, but pretty cool though as a sculpt. Then we got, looks like another gnoll. That's 3 gnolls, 1 pack leader of those, so that's pretty cool. And I mean, if you collect miniatures, you're gonna have a ton of gnolls. It's just how it happens. I feel like WizKids, somebody at WizKids is a huge fan of the gnolls thing. So it looks like we have a missing arm for this guy. So the Woodwald, yeah, is missing an arm. It doesn't look like it's in the package. See if it somehow fell out in the box. Didn't. So I'll be honest with you guys, I've never had that happen with a WizKids, unboxing, and I've done a lot of unboxings. So, meh, that's not too much of a concern. And it's a duplicate, so. And then, this is cool. There's another one of those Deirdre, but he's got a different pose. He has a crossbow instead of that hook that the other one had. All right, our last box. A steel predator, that's kind of cool. I don't know. You tell me. It looks like its face is kind of like the what do you call it? The alien, the xenomorph. It's kind of what it reminds me of, like a xenomorph dog kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Yep. Got another miniature stuck in there. Skull Lord. That's kind of cool. It's got like 3 skulls going on. That's a really cool paint job too. This is a choker. It's kind of trippy, like long limbs with like almost like starfish kind of hands. And our last, oh, that's creepy. I'm not a big fan of spiders, that kind of stuff. I have a ton in the collection, but a cave fisher. That's pretty cool, though. If your players go through and do a cave dive or something like that, have a couple of those in there. All right, so I'll get these on the turntable. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We'll get the camera back where it was. Uh-oh. Bear with me one sec here, guys. Sorry, my fat fingers decided to hit the button. Alright, sorry about that. I didn't feel like pausing the video so you guys could, watch me move the camera. So, yeah. Very cool. If you're looking to collect miniatures, buying the booster boxes, like I said, pretty simple. They come in, you get 4 miniatures per box. You're always generally guaranteed a large in each booster. Now some boxes like these are smaller. The latest ones have been a lot larger, so you can actually get beyond a large. You can get a gigantic, or I'm sorry, not a gigantic, a huge miniature in the sizes. The miniatures also do come not just in the medium size, because it goes sorry, tiny, small, medium. I'm sorry, yeah, tiny, small, medium, large, huge, gigantic. If I remember correctly, I might be adding one in there. Usually have a screen in front of me, so I don't bother to memorize it. So yeah, and you can get any variety. The only way to guarantee in most cases, and I'm talking about cases like cases of miniatures, to get every miniature in a set. Because each one of these boxes will be labeled with what kind of set it belongs to. So there's generally, for instance, this is Volo's guide, you know, part of it. These cards that we're doing a giveaway of, Volo's Guide to Monsters. You know, there's corresponding in the set of, I don't want to say other merchandise, but like, for instance, if you're playing Curse of Strahd, now there is no Curse of Strahd booster bricks and that kind of stuff. They do have a signature line of Curse of Strahd stuff, which I do have those. They're awesome. Curse of Strahd's amazing. It's like vampires. Who wouldn't love that? You can buy, you know, those booster boxes to go along with some of the adventures, so you can get the chance of getting most of the monsters that you would have or encounter in those quest lines. Now, there are a lot of games that don't have a miniature line that come out with it. A good example, Lost Mines of Phandelver, the starter set, does not have a corresponding set of miniatures with it. But you can generally collect them in like the Monster Menagerie sets. There's like 3 of those lines. And so if you're trying to guarantee to get every one of everything in a case, because they're just like buying Pokemon cards, Magic cards, whatever, you're going to get a variety of different stuff in them. The only way to guarantee to pretty much get everything in a line, because there's, if you look at the bottom of each miniature, let me grab one. You already saw the null, so you guys can deal with it. You'll see at the very bottom, whenever it wants to focus in, someday, it'll have a number, when it was printed, and then a corresponding out of number. So this is a null. It is number 3 out of 44 miniatures in the set. So there's 44 miniatures. Doesn't mean there's exactly 44, just so you know. You can have variants A and B. So, for instance, like the null pack leader, that's not going to probably be a variant. I already have it in a box, so I don't have it anymore. But to collect all of them, generally you have to buy a case. And I say generally because I do know of, I believe, 2 sets that came out from WizKids that there's like 8 or 10 rares, and the drop there's going to be like 2 that you're not going to be able to get. Something like that. I don't remember which ones those are. But do your research before, if you're going to buy a whole case, because a case is like, if you buy it at market what it is when it's normally sold, it could be like $500. And so a brick, so you have a booster box, 1 box. The next thing up is a brick, which is what we just did here, 8 boxes of that. And then a case is 4 bricks, generally. And if I'm wrong on that, hit me up in the comments. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. That's the way to collect. And so you're going to get a lot of duplicates, too, when you buy a number of bricks. And there's a lot of the stuff you get duplicates of are things that you want to get duplicates of anyways. And if you watch some of my other unboxing videos, I'll tell you about that stuff. But, like, for instance, you want to get a bunch of gnolls. You want to get a bunch of bugbears. You want to get a bunch of goblins, kobolds, townsfolk, adventure characters. You know, you want to get a bunch of that kind of stuff. Town guards. I love town guards. I don't know how many I have, but they're a pain in the butt, though, to buy in the aftermarket. And by aftermarket, I mean buying the pre-painted, but you're not guaranteed them. So either I have to buy unpainted guards, which I then have to paint, which takes forever because miniatures are a challenge to paint. Or, you know, the pre-painted are nice, but you don't get a guarantee. The only way to get a bunch of them is to buy bricks, cases, that kind of thing. So when you're trying to build up a town guard, there's that way. You can also go to places like Miniature Mart or your local game store. Some of them have unboxed miniatures, and you can buy the miniature, but they're going to sell them at the value of what they are. Just like Pokemon cards, a rare could be worth $45. There's a miniature that's really small, and it's Azarak from it's Tomb of Annihilations, the miniature's from, but Azarak is from Tomb of Horrors, although in Tomb of Horrors he's a demi-lich, which means he's just a skull. In Tomb of Annihilation, he's a regular lich. But that miniature is like $50, generally in value, and it's a small miniature. I mean, so it's kind of, you have to pull it out of a box to be able to get it. Unless you're going to go drop $40, $50 on a single little miniature. So, again, I remember the days when I was playing Pokemon, Charizard, $50. Now it's thousands, depending on what one you have. So, it's always interesting. Like I said, miniature collecting is great, but it can't hit the bank account, and there's a number of ways to, avoid that. We've made videos on that before. You can unpainted is kind of the way to go that way, though. The unpainted, the Nolzairs unpainted line, they're about $5 each for the medium smalls. And yeah, you get generally 2 to 4 in those out of each one, and you already know what the sculpt is because you can see it. But you do have to paint it. So that's the downside. So, but yeah. Thanks again, guys, for joining us. I mean, we are going to get to finishing the galleon. It's still here. I'm going to do the rigging. I promise I'm going to do the rigging. It's we finished it all. It's all glued up. It's all beautiful and wonderful and magical. And, oh, look at that. Look at that work. It's awesome. But again, like I said, I'm in wedding mode right now it's somebody else's special day, so I don't want to, be the cause of anything, and as the best man, I've got a lot of responsibilities, so don't want to let, buddy, family members down, so I'm dedicating all my time to that currently, but we're going to get back into all the fun and live streaming and putting stuff on. So that being said, since it is Thursday, I know I have scheduled Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for live streams. Friday and Saturday will not be able to live stream. Tomorrow I have the rehearsal dinner and rehearsal, as you guys know, if you've been in a wedding or seen one. And then Saturday I have the wedding. So I will be unoccupied or otherwise occupied at those times. Sunday I will be off. Depending on how crazy I get, I will try to live stream, but I don't want to promise anything. So I just want to put that out there. But again, you guys have a great rest of your day. More videos to come. Like I said, we just redid the studio in a big way. It's pretty cool. I want to do a video or something like that and show you guys, because you guys don't get to see the space. You only see, my sorting crap behind me, and you only get to see, I mean, you can see the 3D printers. They're, oh, look at all of them. They're amazing. I mean, and I can flip the camera so you guys can get a look, on the other side. There is a shelf on one side of me, and then there's the build table. You can see the laser engraver. But that's really all you can see when I got a camera on a gimbal. So, like I said, we are going to try and do D&D, not this week, but it'd be starting next week. And that will be with my players. I've got to figure out, because we're going to try and do like a Zoom, but also through here. And then I'll also throw down links and that kind of stuff in the description, so you guys can actually access the materials that the players have. Like, for instance, they just came across a journal they've been looking for literally 2 years since we've been playing. You guys can actually look at the journal too. There's puzzles and, things in that. Hidden messages. I mean, if you solve them, please don't throw them in the description. They haven't figured them out yet either. So, yeah. But you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you in our next video. As I always say, let your paintbrush tell your story. You know, you guys are the storytellers. You know, share a story. You know, I'll see you guys in the next one. This is JP with the Leprechaun Workshop, signing off.